It is at the wheel time. Let's talk about the 2025 Corolla FX. FX, it's a great little package from the folks at Toyota. It is lowered. You can see this thing's got a low stance on it, really. Factory
Yeah.
lowered, and I love the wheels on the thing. It has no extra additional power, which has got about 170 horsepower, I think, something like that. But that's okay. Cool look. I always thought the Corolla was kind of a pleasing, symmetric shaped vehicle, like the front and back are about the same length. This one was in black, and it's kind of cool. It's got a rear spoiler. It's got sort of a diffuser. There's a dual exhaust finisher in the back. So, yeah, not bad. Now, on the inside, you have some capable cloth seats with the Go Fast stripe down the center there. Decent bolstering. They're not bad. I mean, they're not high end. You don't get a lot of high-end features like heated seats or heated steering wheels or even leather-wrapped steering wheels. And there's a lot of hard textured plastic, which says this is an economy car. Also, look at all those blank-offs. No things on the inside there. A lot of blank-offs. Although we are familiar with this Corolla interior, it is getting a bit dated, but that's okay. You do get a larger display. Only one zone on the air conditioning and heating. That is a no-no, and that would be a deal breaker for a certain certain person in my life.
Same here.
Yes. I don't know why they can't include that. That's a 10.5-inch screen, by the way. I wanted to give you the number on that. They do include volume control on that audio system, which is nice, and a way to shut it off, which is also nice. These get a CVT transmission, which did a good job of shifting. It does some simulated shifts. There is a sport mode. Out back, decent legroom, a little tight on the headroom, but not too bad. You do get a couple of complimentary USB-C ports for rear passengers for charging. That's about it, but that's okay. It's better than some cars where you get nothing. Very familiar interior, dominated by that 10.5-inch screen, but missing things like that dual-zone air conditioning. That's a big one. And the two-tone helped break up the sea of black plastic. Out back, decently finished trunk, good room. In the trunk, no amenities as far as 12-volt outlets or anything like that. And underneath, you do get a compact spare and a jack kit, which is always good to know. It's there. Did not like the fact that the hinge arms come into the storage area where they can crush things. I like that when they close them up. Weird location for the seat, rear seat folding latch. Very hard to do. They do fold.
So you can't do that from the out back?
Nope, you can't.
Wow.
And the pass-through is a little small. Under the hood, we've got a fire-breathing 169 horsepower at 6,600 RPM. It's a 2-liter port and direct-injected double overhead cam 16-valve I4. Power goes through that CVT to the front wheels. 151 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM. Curb weight on this is 3,070 pounds, which is not that bad. Good-looking vehicle on the outside, and I like the package. 5-star frontal crash and side crash. It was not rated. 4-star rollover. I am amazed at just lowering the vehicle a little bit, how it makes it look pretty cool. I like the wheels.
It looks. You don't even realize it's a Corolla.
No.
When it's that low, when it's slammed, as we say.
Slammed, yeah. Gives it that attitude. If a Corolla has attitude, pretty big wing on the back too, without looking ridiculous. It's a pretty decent wing. The only thing I think that's missing on this are some of the internal interior features. I would have liked to seen heated seats up front. I would have liked to certainly seen dual zone air conditioning. It is available on other Corolla models, but not this one. So they're trying to hit a number on here, and it's a pretty good number when you think about what you get. 26,500. That is before our options and our destination. So breaking it down for your convenience package, $530. That brings in blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. Certainly worth that. Connected services, trial offering, black roof, which is interesting, $500, but it's already black.
Yeah.
So
It's already black.
Just keep that black going. I don't know why that is. Connected service trial offering with remote connect. That is $325. Courtesy delivery. I always wonder what courtesy delivery. I'm not going to fly to Japan and pick it up. Carpeted floor mats, $299. Does well on the highway, 39, in the city, 31, which is a wide spread, isn't it? 39 highway, 31
Pretty
city.
wide, yeah.
About 34 overall, which is not bad. Delivery on this is $1,135 for a total of $29,289 all in. Actually, this is built in the U.S. Blue Springs, Mississippi is the final assembly point. What would I like to see on this? I would like to see some interior upgrades and things like the dual zone air conditioning and heating. I think that is something that all vehicles should have by this point. They're just saving a little bit of cash on that.
I have not. Yeah, I haven't seen one that doesn't have it in years.
The screen size is great. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. I believe they're wireless. I also like to see the interior upgraded a little bit. The materials, a lot of hard plastic. I know it's an inexpensive car. I didn't mind the cloth seats. I thought they were kind of nice. The stitching and that was fine. The rear room was great. That's what I'd like to see. Less blank off plates. I hate blank off plates in cars.
Yeah.
But it's a good value. Make a fun commuting car. Great mileage. You can't get the hybrid in this model, but really when you're getting 39 miles to the gallon on the highway, it's not as big a concern. And it's less than all in. It's less than $30,000, and you could probably do a little deal on these, don't you think?
I would think a lease would be quite inexpensive. Probably 300 or less.
Yeah. I don't know what changes are. That latch has to be changed, though. That is bizarre that it's not on the edge of the vehicle, but there must be a reason for that. I just think it was weird that it wasn't on the outside like everything else. You don't get an engine cover, so they save a little money there.
Well, but I like all of the looking at all of the plumbing.
The plumbing and connections, and yeah.
I
felt it had enough power. I really did. It was fine. You're not going to break speed records in this, but it's a Corolla. Come on. Upgraded headlights. It's a pretty good deal. At $29,289 all in.